How you doing today? I saw you filming me. Is there any issue or you doing okay?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay.
You work for Giant?
I don't have to answer any of your questions.
So what are you doing on?
I'm at work.
Okay.
And I was having a break. I don't work for Giant, and I'm not answering your questions. I'm standing here. I have a break, and there's nothing wrong with me standing here. So,
I mean, it's Giant's property.
okay. Like I said, I work here. So,
I mean, I'm just checking to make sure you're okay. You know,
I'm standing up. I'm standing up.
Issue, so,
I'm standing straight up. Nothing wrong.
you can do whatever you want.
I heard that.
I'm Deputy Jerome.
That's fine. That's fine.
Like I said, I'm just seeing you're okay. I saw you guys hanging out. Drove by. You seem to be looking at me a lot. So I circled back around, and you're still staring at me. I saw you come back from the parking lot after you guys were looking at me. Kind of made me.
Sure it did. I'm sure it did. Two people going to get a cigarette probably does make you real suspicious.
No, it's nothing like that.
Well, clearly.
I'm doing my job, you know.
What's your job again?
My job is making sure everything is good in the area, you know. If there's some type of issue, or if you were looking at me getting all nervous, it kind of makes me just want to.
Why would I be nervous?
Okay.
Why would I be nervous? I'm at work.
Well, you guys were staring at me. So.
Yeah, because we're wondering why you sat there for a while.
Yeah.
Then you circled around. Then you sat over there, right? So why shouldn't we feel that you're staring at us?
Well, I wasn't. I was here.
You just said you watched us walk across the street, so that was when you were standing over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you circled around, and then you sat over there as we smoked a cigarette, so that's not illegal.
Well, you work for Giant.
I don't work for Giant. I keep telling you that.
You work inside Giant.
Okay.
Shopping center. I totally get it, and that way I know you're not just prowling, just hanging out. Because it's loud, and that does come up to be an issue.
What, just hanging out becomes an issue?
Well, if you were asking for money, or if we were getting calls, then obviously I'm going to come out and see.
Did you get a call?
Who you are or what's going on.
I'm just wondering, did you get a call?
Absolutely.
You got a call? No, did you get a call right now?
Yeah, and that's not in our control. I mean,
So you got a call right now. We came out as you drove by. You saw us walk to the car to get a cigarette. And
I didn't
then,
see you get a cigarette.
okay, you just saw us walk to the car though. Okay.
So there's no issue. Nothing like that going on. Why am I making me nervous when I come up in here when you guys are staring?
You're not making me nervous.
Alright, there's no problem. But you can film me all you want.
I know, that's why I am.
Well, once I saw you doing that, you knew I was going to come talk to you, right? Because it just looks like there's something wrong.
I'm sure there is.
Do you need anything from us?
Does it look like I need anything? I just said I'm at work, man. Y'all keep talking to me. So,
Are you intoxicated or anything like that? You been drinking today?
I'm at work. I've been at work since 7 o'clock this morning.
I don't know.
I know you don't know this. I'm telling you I'm at work, and you're still talking to me.
I'm not taking your word for it.
That's fine. You want to go talk to my supervisor? So you're not taking my word for it, but you don't want to talk to my supervisor?
Just like that. Essential, walking up and talking to you. And once I saw you filming me, I was a little more curious as to what your issue is.
Okay.
Or why you were filming me.
Okay. Because I knew stuff like this happens, so I just watch my back, like you guys watch yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. I mean, it's kind of tough times. I get that. And we're not trying to mess with you or anything like that. Part of my job is if I just see people staring at me and I'm pulling through and they keep looking at me, I'm going to start thinking, what's going on? What's the issue? Why are they staring at me?
Okay, but nobody called you on me, though.
No, not on you.
Okay.
Okay. No.
All right.
And I don't have an issue. I'm just coming to talk because that's one thing I'm allowed to do. I'm not stopping you. I'm not asking you for your ID. I'm not trying to take anything from you or get in your business. I'm just talking to you. All right? I saw you filming me, and I especially wanted to talk to you just to see what the issue was. Is there about to be something going on? Anything like that? That's the only reason I came over here.
Great.
I'm not stopping you. You're good to go. Okay?
I know.
If you want to stop talking to me, that's fine. But you seem to want to be recording me right now.
Nope.
Which is okay.
I don't want to be recording you, just like I don't want to be standing here talking to you.
Okay, no problem at all. I'm going go ahead and leave you alone, all right?
It's fine with me.
I'm around. I come here all the time.
That's all right.
People in there see me all the time. They know me, right?
Not worried.
Okay. All right.
Watch, cops fail as they try to intimidate an informed citizen for staring at them. A man was approached by a cop while he was taking a break at work, and questioned about his well-being, all because he was lawfully filming the officer. By Jack Burns, September 18, 2017. Loudoun County, VA. Ordinary citizens sometimes complain when police intimidate or harass them, often with damaging emotional outcomes. Knowing what to do when one suspects they are being harassed by police is not always as easy as filing a complaint with the local police department. However, a recently uploaded YouTube video shows citizens just how easy it is to put stalker cops in their place. An unnamed grocery store employee had worked a full shift and was attempting to enjoy a smoke break when a Loudoun County Sheriff's deputy approached him. The young officer asked, "How are you doing today? I saw you filming me," presuming the man was interested in filming only the officer waiting in his cruiser in the giant parking lot for more than 4 minutes. The stare down ended with the officer making contact with the citizen, who promptly told him, "I don't have to answer any of your questions." The officer could have easily turned and walked away and left the man alone. Instead, he continued to press for more information and, in the minds of many who have seen the video, he escalated an unnecessary police contact. "Is there any issue? Are you doing okay?" the officer asked, pretending to care about the man. The seasoned cop watcher calmly and collectively replied, "I'm doing okay." Again the officer pressed with more interrogatives. "Do you work for Giant?" he asked, to which the man responded, "I don't have to answer any of your questions." Advertisement. The unrelenting officer, who apparently was paranoid with a citizen's right to film in public, again asked if the man was a Giant employee. The worker did not have to answer any questions, but gave a few tidbits of information indicating that he worked at the store, he was just having a smoke break, and he did not want to be bothered by any more of the officer's questions. Read more. Court affirms citizens have the right to defend themselves against police brutality. As the Free Thought Project has reported, officers will often pretend to care about someone's mental stability as a legal way of detaining suspects for their own safety. In this case, the Virginia cop said he just wanted to see if the man was okay or not. "I'm standing up. I'm standing up. I'm standing straight up. Nothing wrong," the man said, showing the officer he was not afraid of him, was complying with all of the local laws, and was not going to be intimidated. The officer replied, "You can do what you want, that is, apparently, everything but go about one's day without having to be forced to interact with a seemingly paranoid cop who cannot possibly allow a citizen to film the public servant conducting his public business in the middle of the day." Adding more comedic value to the encounter, the officer then began to explain the paranoia, by saying he noticed the man staring at him, so he circled back around to investigate. "It kinda made me a bit nervous," the officer said. "Yep. I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did, make you nervous. Two people going to get a cigarette probably does make you real suspicious," the man replied sarcastically. The man then got the upper hand on the police officer, who had since called for backup. Apparently, the two men smoking outside of Giant raised enough suspicion to invest the time and money into having a second officer arrive on scene. Read more. Man cited and threatened with arrest for raising his middle finger. The man then flipped the script on the officer and explained that he watched the officer stop and wait, then circle around and park and watch them as they got their cigarettes, and again stared them down. He asked the officer, "Why should we be nervous?" indicating the actions of the officer were much more suspicious than a couple of dudes getting some cigs after a long day of work. The cop then explained that he had the probable cause to investigate the men, saying he absolutely got a call that the men were being suspicious, but later in the video, he admitted he received no such call. In other words, he lied. The backup officer arrived and asked if the man had been drinking. The man replied by saying he had been at work since 7 a.m. He demonstrated his discontent with the officer's line of questioning and inquired as to why the officers are still talking to him. "I knew stuff like this happens. I just watch my back like you watch yours," the man said, explaining why he was filming the officers. "We're not trying to mess with you or anything like that," the officer says, but suggests it is part of his job to investigate citizens when they are filming him. Nothing could be further from the truth. His job is to make sure no one infringes on the rights of citizens to engage in their First Amendment rights to free speech, which includes being able to film in public. Read more: good cop punished for stepping in to stop fellow cops from beating a mentally ill man. "Okay. But nobody called you on me though," the man said. It is at this point that the officer makes himself out to be a liar because he earlier told the man he absolutely got a call. "I don't want to be recording you, just like I don't want to be standing here talking to you right now," the man said. And with that, the paranoid cop and his sidekick finally walked away, and let the two men return to work. Right equals flexed.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I'd like to thank you for all your years of support through the years. As a result, this channel has grown and allowed me an equity partnership in carmarshal.com. Please take the time to check them out. They help you buy and sell your next car, even have a negotiating tool to save you from the hassle of haggling with multiple dealers. The link is in the description below. Please click and help support and give if you can too through PayPal or Patreon. Thanks again.